Fellas, okay, I get it. It's July, top of the summer, sun's out, guns out, and it's time for us to have fun with our clothing. But just because GQ and Hypebeast are saying certain things are trending does not mean it's okay for us to try, okay? I have seen some outlandish things out there, and in this video, I've narrowed it down to 5 different trends you should avoid if you don't want to be looking foolish out in these streets, okay? For starters, let's touch on color. Now, I know when it comes to summer, we associate bright colors with the season, but that's what every other basic guy is gonna do. If you're a fashionable guy and you wanna come off more timeless, more classic, you wanna tone down those colors. And I'm not saying go dark, but think about more of a washed out version. So instead of bright Kelly green, swap that out for more of an olive green or like a softer green. Same thing with royal blue, do more of a dusty blue. And not only are you gonna stand out amongst other guys and look more timeless and classic, you're gonna be able to take these same clothes into the fall and winter seasons and get maximum value out of them. Second on this list is skinny jeans. And this is the one thing you're gonna see a lot of the gym bros pull out because they've been working on their legs, doing all the squats and lunges and whatever else to make sure their legs are on point. So they wear the skinniest jeans possible. But instead of coming off dope, it actually comes off a lot more feminine than you think it does. And on top of that, why would you want during the hottest time of the year to have tight pants on, just constricting your whole crotchal area? You wanna make sure you have as much airflow and movement in that area as possible so you're not all uncomfortable or sweaty and funky over there, okay? And a solution to that is a looser pair of denim. I know it seems simple, but a lot of people don't do it. They're gonna try to bring those same pants from last year and wear them this year, and you're gonna be cool and comfortable if you follow my recommendation. And in fact, I've already linked down below in the description my favorite kind of loose denim. I have maybe 4 pair right now, so I will show you all the ones I got at different price points for you. Now, I know what some of y'all thinking right now. Devin, I'm a bigger guy, or I'm a guy who has some real serious thighs, and I don't want big tree trunk legs on my pants if I go for a looser pair. And in fact, I've already made a video on how you can achieve a looser fitting pair of jeans in the crotch and thigh area, but still have the taper and the leg preference you want. If you haven't seen that video yet, I have a little card set out right here, and I'll put some in the description for you so you can check it out. Next on this list are designer dad shoes. And you know the ones I'm talking about. The giant, clunky, ridiculous, 4 sizes too big, super expensive, $500 stupid shoes. I just don't like them. However, I'm not totally against this trend. I even have a pair of dad shoes myself, but they didn't cost me $500, $700. So what I've done is link down below different types of dad shoes you can get that aren't super expensive and don't look really old and nasty when you first get them. That just doesn't make sense. But if you don't like dad shoes at all, but you still want to be fashion forward, another alternative for you are platform sneakers. Now, not only are these kind of shoes a lot more rare because big companies don't really make them, they're gonna come off a lot more sleek, a lot more modern, a lot more forward thinking without looking outlandish or, hey, look at me in my giant bulky shoes. And don't worry, these shoes don't actually make you feel like you're taller. You're not gonna be stepping on platforms and walking all awkward. They're actually just the outsole just coming up higher onto the outside of the upper, so it has more of a modern appeal and a fashion forward look, but it's not actually a platform you're standing on, so don't worry about that. If you want to see some of those shoes, I've linked a few brands below. Now, before I get to these last 2, if you haven't subbed to my channel yet, what are you waiting on? Here I talk about men's fashion, grooming, and how to present yourself better. On the other side of my channel, I teach you how to create better content, be more successful on social media, and how to present yourself better online. So it's the best of both worlds. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you get a notification every time I drop a video. Next on this list, and the 4th trend that you should avoid this summer, are bold floral patterns. And I'm not saying all flowers are bad, but this summer is not the summer of Lucky Charms, Teletubbies, Fruit Loops, or anything else that looks like it's trying too hard. And on top of that, when you get a really bright patterny piece, then it's always gonna stand out in people's minds. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. He always wears those pair of shorts, or he always wears that shirt, or whatever it is you got that's really bold, and it actually lessens the amount of times you can wear it during the season, and then you basically just wasted your money. So as an alternative, go ahead and focus on unique patterns that are actually nice to you, that stand out, but aren't too bright and too memorable, so you can actually continue to repeat them without looking like that guy. Now last on this list, number 5, is probably the most corny trend I've seen so far, and that is the all over logos head to toe. Now I'm not sure why this trend from 2005 has jumped up 13 years, but you're not looking dope being a walking billboard for Louis or Gucci or even Champion. Now as an alternative, if you want to get that exact same logo all over print effect, I suggest you get yourself an embroidered set, kind of like the one I'm wearing in this photo. Now as you notice, these are not logos. These are actually just lemons. It's a pattern. You do not know what brand it is unless you ask me. Or just find a different type of pattern altogether. If you like stripes or window pane or whatever, there's so many different companies out there making full piece sets that are suity and casual that you can still stand out in, but it's not a logo. Because the problem with the logo is that when that brand is out of style or it's not hot anymore, then you look stupid with that logo all over your body, and you can't wear that statement set next summer or the summer after. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you don't cuff yourself in a trend, and make sure you stay classic, and you'll be okay. If you enjoyed this video, give your guy a thumbs up. Any questions, any feedback, please leave them in the comments. And if you haven't subbed yet, make sure you make that happen. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.